We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Choose the mic right here, over there, right? 50, choose the mic. Here we go, G. Man, 80. Here I come.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 13. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got your 10.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
55. Hey, eat. Man, 80. Hit this ball back with offense. Greystone, Travis. Check 37. Switch. Joker.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50, the 40, 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown, Miami.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
The score, Dolphins 7, Jets 0.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And he's got room.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the...
And Darnold, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's got daylight. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Darnold, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, Bell, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd and 9, Darnold, a screen to Bell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this one's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Ficken's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Neville Hewitt on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. They'll run here with Balaj. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Balaj. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 7, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He was looking for Parker that time. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch safety. Oh, lady. Safety's creeping.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold being chased out left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Here's Fitzpatrick. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Darnold from the gun. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Again, it's Balaj. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Balaj. And he's got some space here. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards on the ground. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Let's get at the 15-yard line. 50, 57. Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
61, match box, right.
They go back to Walton. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. They'll run for it. This is Walton. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll go again with Bell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's complete to Grant. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground. Barrage again. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that will make this a 4-point game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick letting one go deep. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Darnold now to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And to give this time to the tailback. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. They'll try and run with Balaj, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back.
Right there, 55. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for two. Now Fitzpatrick. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And the Jets have got it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
One last throw now for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard. Line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cannon, 319, get 300, get 300. General West.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Get 300, get 300.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Shift. Set.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Wide left.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
First down, Packers.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Rodgers again now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Past the 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 46 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
26. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Hey, Delta.
Not today. Hey, 41 Mike.
Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Inside.
41's the mic.
Hey, flag.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. To throw is Rodgers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You go tight. Shut up. You got tight right there.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Check 41. Check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Here comes the ball.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
41, Mike.
Hey, high 7.
Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Here's Jackson to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Back.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tremont Williams there to break that one up.
Incomplete. It's a turnover on down.
Don't let it free. Play it tight deep. Don't let it free, defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And now look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe...
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Go!
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Wormley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Watch over here. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Check, ready. 6 yards. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Jackson, options out left.
Get it.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson, option right. He can run for it, and he will. The ball comes out, and he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Jackson hit, and he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. There he goes left side. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Crosby with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. He gets it to Brown, complete. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense, everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
258. Back north.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Go, go.
Check 41. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike 41. We got to wedge that, huh? Double dog. That's the way. 41, Mike.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. Space to maneuver at the 40. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 74 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
That's how you score.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He's right. Double up. He's coming.
To throw again. Rodgers, flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Give me some. Here we go.
Hey, take 26.
Hey, 4-1's Mike.
Rodgers going to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
319.
Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball.
Get 300.
41's the mark.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Rodgers. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Watch that. Whip. Watch the whip.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And at Baltimore, 1st down.
Check nickel.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.